attaching the components to the phone block. Well, we use the word components in a circuit to describe all of the separate important parts of the circuit. So the phone block isn't really a component of the circuit because it's nothing electrical in the circuit. But the battery is, or the cell, battery or cell. The buzzer is, that works by electricity. And this wire is, it's our conductor, and these are conductors as well. These metal fasteners conduct electricity. So the components are buzzer, battery or cell, conducting wires, and the fasteners are conductors too. Here we go then. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop in the battery. Now it doesn't matter which way the battery goes into the block, because if we thought it was the wrong way around, we could just flip the block around anyway, couldn't we? So one end of the battery and the other. It's worth noting that the battery, the end with the bump, the little bump called a terminal actually, has got a little plus sign beside it. And that means the other end must be the minus or negative of the battery. So both ends of a battery or a cell are not the same. One's plus and one's minus. Now to keep the battery in the right place and to help us with connections, we're going to need an elastic band. And then to hold the buzzer in place as well, we're going to use another elastic band. Right, here we go. First elastic band. Now the elastic bands are quite long, so we need them tight. So just having it loose like that isn't very good. So what we're going to do is stretch it, look, double it round. So it's gone twice round. So doubling the elastic band around the battery. Next, we're going to position the buzzer, and what we're going to do is position the buzzer so that the two little plastic parts that stick out are sort of long ways along, and the reason for that is that's going to help us with the elastic band hooking it on. So this is a bit fiddly because these wires tend to get in the way, but we're going to put the elastic band all the way around like that, and then we're going to take the elastic band again and we're going to double that one as well, and that's going to go all the way around. And can you see one loop of the elastic is holding on to this little plastic part that sticks out, and the other half of the elastic band is hooked around the second one, and that keeps it in place. And there's the little crisscross where it's crisscrossed over, and there it goes all the way around. Fantastic. So now what we want to do is the connections to the battery. Well, these two metal fastener connections are the battery connections, and what we're going to do is say that the black wire is the one that's going to join to the flat end or the minus of the battery, so that's the black one, and the red one is going to join to the other end, which is the plus. And it's not very difficult. All we've got to do is lead the wire around. Now we need some space at the front there so that black wire can't be in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck it under the elastic first, like that, under the next elastic, like that, feed it through like that, and that just keeps it out of the way. And then what I'm going to do is hook it back, make it hook under the elastic band. There it goes. And that's going to pull it like that. And just that I don't like that little loop sticking out there, so I'll just hook it back under the elastic, and that just keeps it in position. So the elastic bands can help us keep the wires nice and neat, but also help us hold on the connections to the battery. Well, we'll just leave that wire for now, and we'll hook on the other one. Now this wire, look, we'll use these two elastic bands to feed it through and hold it in place while that metal fastener touches onto the plus of the battery. So here we go. I think I'll just lift that one up there, look, hook it under, lift that one up there, hook it under, and now position it so that the elastic here can pull down onto the battery. There it goes. So there's our connection to the battery there. all held in place by the elastics. And there's the other connection to the battery again, held in place by elastic bands. Well, we're left with two bare wires. This one's rather long, so I'm going to tuck that one out of the way as well. So let's just tuck it under there. And that one there, that's lovely. And now we're just going to pop in just loosely these two fasteners, one towards that corner and one towards this corner. And you can probably guess the next step. These fasteners are going to attach to the bare wires. And we need to get them just in the right position, look, to hook around. So we're just going to wrap the bare wire around the fastener. There it is, look. Keep going, because we don't want any bare wire sort of sticking out all over the place. Keep going, there it is, until all of the bare wire is wrapped round. Now I don't want to wrap the plastic insulation around, it's just the bare wire that's wrapping round, and then push it in. Similarly, lead the wire around, hold it near the bottom of the fastener and wrap it round again. Bit sticking out, wrap it round more, nice and neat, push in the fastener. So what we've done so far then is hold everything in its correct place. Now your wires might just lead a slightly different way to mine, but that doesn't matter as long as you keep them out of the way by using the elastic bands and don't let them stick out everywhere. The important thing was the black wire from the buzzer touches onto the flat end of the battery, which we call the minus or the negative, and the plus end of the battery joins to the single red wire. The single red wire. You might notice, look, we've got a gap in our circuit and the red wire from the buzzer stops there. It doesn't lead anywhere else now. And similarly, the red wire from the battery, that doesn't lead anywhere, it just stops. Well, that explains why the buzzer isn't buzzing, even though we have it joined to the battery. We've got a circuit which is incomplete because there is a gap in it. The electricity from the battery can't jump across the gap. We need something in position to be able to complete the circuit, then let the electricity flow through the buzzer and round our circuit continuously. So that gap's stopping it at the moment. Just going to let you think about that one.